What up, guys? Welcome to Garage Build. I'm Miguel.
And I'm not. And today we're going to be putting a cold air intake into the Z.
Yeah, nothing on mine because I'm broke.
Nah, we're both broke. But it's pretty cheap. We're going to go with Stillen Gen 3's dry filter just because I don't feel like having to replace the filter or do like maintenance on the filter more often or oil the filter more often, because to do so I need to actually take out the bumper. So I chose to go with the dry filter. So a little bit about cold air intakes.
They make the air colder by basically changing where the filter is from like near the engine up toward the front, so it'll be cold air getting sucked in, which allows for a bit of more horsepower, better gas mileage because it doesn't need as much gas to make the little, explosions up in there. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today.
Fantastic.
So let's get
started.
into it. Alright, so to install these cold air intakes, we just have to take off the front bumper. So there are screws right underneath the front bumper, or not screws, but bolts. They're 10 millimeters. There should anywhere from 6 to 10. Ours was missing a few already from a previous owner, so not exactly sure how many were there. So after you unscrew those, there's also these little clips that are supposed to go into here. You just pop them out with a flathead screwdriver.
You want to be careful, don't break them.
Yep, be careful. They're very easy to break. We already broke all of them. So yeah, they look like this. They look like that. And just stick the screwdriver right underneath there. Underneath this part, pop it open, and as you see it, it'll come right out. We broke that one too, but don't tell him. Alright, let's get to taking this thing off. Alright, so we found some more bolts. They're going to be underneath the plastic right by the wheel. You just got to pull the plastic down, and I know you can't really see it like this, but they'll be more right under that plastic.
Right here.
Yeah, like right there. And we forgot to mention to disconnect the battery before you start disconnecting any sensors or anything, just to keep everything good.
Bumper off, as you can see. This little black part lays on top of it. It's like a little film cover or something. It goes right here. You got to take it off as well. Now I'm going to start taking off the old intake. Right, so you got to disconnect the sensors.
Sensor,
the box, obviously the air filter,
box, clamps,
right
more
here.
clamps. Yep, disconnect all that.
Take these out. So we're gonna try to do it without actually removing the strut, just cause
we're lazy. And then the tubes are gonna go in through here. You gotta be careful with this. These are AC lines, very easy to damage and break. So this box we're gonna be able to take out. Just there's a few screws right there, and this black box will come off. There's one on both sides, and you should be able to slide the intakes through on there. On the driver's side though, after you take these boxes off, you're gonna have to sand down or cut down in that hole, because the pipe won't fit. So you're gonna need some sort of Dremel, I don't know, sandpaper if you really want to put some muscle into it. Elbow grease, yeah, something like that. So we'll show you guys that when we get there. For right now, we're just gonna take the intakes off. Alright, so we got the intakes out, or at least part of them. We left this in just to show you. So that box would sit right in here where the filter is. It's that one bolt right here, connects right there. You just unscrew it. It's 10 millimeter as well, and then you just pull it out. It's just attached by these little plastic clamps right there. You just got to kind of pull on it. And also we took that clamp off and just pulled it out. Then this is being held in two places by this clamp that goes into the throttle body, and then by this weird, I don't know what type of clamp this is called, but you just gotta like press it from both sides, like, just clamp it, and then it should come out. So that's where we are, and yeah, just getting through it.
You guys is not showing, but we took the sensors off, just because he's concerned.
Sensors are fragile things, okay? They break easy and are expensive. And we need those sensors. They go right into the Stillens, because the pack didn't come with like new sensors or anything like that. So yeah, we're getting there. Alright, so I know earlier I said we had to take all these bolts off to get that box out, but in reality it's just one bolt that holds it. It's this one right here that there's just a hole because I already took it out. So just that one is the only one that needs to come out, and there's a clip that right here that you have to pinch, maybe with some clamps, or if you have really strong hands, like, you know, man hands. I don't got those, but you know, if you got them, you just pinch it and it should be this box. It would just slide out and you would just need to take that out. And then with the Dremel, what you want to shave is gonna be this, so that the new pipes can fit. Just again, be careful with your AC lines. Alright, sorry about that misinformation, but yeah. And it's the same thing on the other side. There'll be a box and then it's just a one screw right there. As you can see, we're cutting the hole in those boxes so we can get the pipes to go through. So we got a little Dremel tool and we just cutting away. Alright guys, so we were able to shave the two holes on each side for the pipes to fit through, and now we're just gonna show you guys the coupler that goes up here is the one that has the bigger opening on this side to go into the throttle body, and then the clamps that go up top are the thinner ones.
Not the T-clamps.
Not the T-clamps, so the ones that are like much thinner, they look like that. And then the thicker ones will go toward the middle, wherever those pipes land. So that's how that is set up, and we'll show you guys when we have them in.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Garage Built. I don't know why I'm welcoming you back, because you don't know what happened in between, but some things went down. We had cauliflower boneless wings because we hungry. No, but coming back to this, so we had some issues with the fitment for the lower pipe and the top pipe. We were having trouble meeting that distance in between where the coupler goes, but we were able to kind of scooch down the top one a little tiny bit, and you can see it over there. I don't want you to think this is some massive change, just so they could see. I mean, it's not flush up against here. You want to make sure those hoses down here, you cut it right. If they're too long, they'll actually they won't allow you to get the fitment right either. So make sure those are cut right. You don't, we weren't up too close. And then our metal for each pipe, as you can see, there's nothing in the middle. It's actually up here and down in between the clamps. Over here and over here, there is some space where it's just the coupler. We hope that that's not going to cause an issue. We ended up deciding to take the actual strut bar off. I know we said we weren't going to, but we did for convenience. The way to do that, there's two bolts over here that you got to take off, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But we got it back on. We got the MAF sensor back on. We tightened these up. Remember, the big ones down here, the T-clamps down here, the smaller ones up there. We ran it through. We cut this piece off right here, so you can see where my horn is, how it's pushing up against the filter. We don't really like that, and we're going to decide whether we want to keep a horn or not. But over here, it's not necessary, so we went ahead and cut it off.
Yeah, it wouldn't have fit at all otherwise. That one stuck out more for some reason, and it just would not have fit if we didn't cut it off.
But other than that, we're going to go ahead and put the metal bracing thing that was here back on, the plastic one, and then throw the bumper back on, and hopefully be done for the day.
Alright, hopefully.
It took a little bit longer than expected.
Just a bit.
Just a tad.
Alright, here we are about to start it. Everything sounds good. Got that Tomei exhaust. Sounding nice, looking good. Car is crazy dirty though. There it is. All done. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
He's beat.
I'm so tired.
Alright, thank you.
I want to point out, we started this at like 10:30 in the morning.
And it's noon. Y'all don't see the sky? It's noon.
It's noon.
Noon.